Konnichiwa minasan, Kitsapuruza ni yokoso.
Hey, here we are doing another unboxing video. This one is from Mastercrafted Miniatures, and at least this time I managed to eliminate my personal information from the box, so we don't have to retcon the video. I have my son Carl with me. Say hi, Carl.
Hello.
And the reason Carl's going to do the opening is because there's something in here that I ordered for him, and there's also one for his brother, and neither one of them know anything about it. So this is going to be a surprise for Carl. So Carl is going to open the box. What's in the box? All right, Carl, show us what's in the box. All right, the Tonto is out. We found that knife with the Tonto blade on it. It's just awesome. Yeah, remember your Scout knife protocols. And Mastercrafted Miniatures is owned by Ben Calvert-Lee.
Tokens.
Tokens.
These are the tokens that you have.
These are except these are the acrylic tokens.
Ooh.
So there's a set of blue and a set of green, and because you are opening the box, you can pick whichever set you'd like.
Well, believe it or not, I think I'm going to go with green.
Yeah, I kind of figured with your Ito clan. So let's take a look at these. Now these have a backing or a fronting or something on them. They're very cool.
It's a little fun fact for you in case you didn't guess. Those are all the kanji for the numbers that are on them. So.
All right, and we've got, so what I've been using the numbers for is for like prayers. When you do prayers, I've been keeping track of my prayer points, or you can use them to keep track of everything. So these, and I think that, I'm pretty sure the white there is a sheet of paper that is protecting them. Let's see if Carl can figure out how to get it off.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, it is. Okay, good.
So unfortunately, it would take a little too much time to peel it off of all of them.
Peel it off, but that way you can be assured that they're protected. And while these are not cheap tokens, they are beautiful. I have the ones made out of bamboo, and I just love them. I absolutely love them. I haven't painted them. I may at some point paint a few of the ones just to make them a little easier to find, but they're double-sided.
I'm actually going to avoid popping them out because I don't want to lose any while we're just fussing around here.
So they're double-sided, so you don't have to go hunting for what you're looking for. These are these are weight actions. No, this is I don't know what these are. There's a key that I have to go with them, but obviously these are ammo tokens. These can be whatever you want. Run activation counter. So you've got enough activation counters for 12 models.
Charge, shot,
charge, archery, the numbers, and then what's the last one?
Conditions.
And this has all kinds of conditions and things. That's held and reload tokens.
Disguised.
That's
immobilized.
Immobilized, right?
Prone, probably.
Poison markers, on fire, bleeding, all kinds of
berserk.
Berserk, blind,
death, whatever.
And then frightened. So prone, we get prone and what's that, confused? No, what's that? Stunned. So anyway, I've shown off Ben's token set, the wood ones, the prototype, but I got the plastic ones for the kids, and man, are they, they're really cool. So thank you, Ben, for doing such cool work, and I thought you guys might enjoy seeing these. Here are the blue ones, and they have these nice paper coatings you just pull off, and that protects the markers, and that's pretty sweet. All right, so there you go. That is our unboxing video for Mastercrafted Miniatures. Those are the token sets in their acrylic form as opposed to the bamboo form. They're small. I mean, they're easy to see, but I really like the fact that they're small tokens because they take up so much less space on the table. They're much easier to work around, and they just look better on the table. So there we go. Say hi, Spook.
No.
No. She's just going to walk away. All right, this is the follow-up on the unboxing of the Master Crafted Miniatures acrylic token sets. 3 different sets. Each one has, Ben's got a different name for each set, but I'm just going to call them all tokens. So one of the things you'll notice, now the white you see here is actually a thin paper coating that's covering everything. When you remove it, you get the bright color of the plastic underneath. However, you'll notice that while the pattern, there's some white on the pattern, there's very little. And if you peel the paper off, you get a token that's difficult to see. And that's not an accident. Actually, part of the instructions for these, which I didn't see before we opened them, was to use primer and prime the these, and then the paper acts as a mask, you know, so you prime over it and all these things that are blue will then become white, and then when you peel the paper off of them, you get a bright reverse image of this. So rather than having a little white on the surface, you actually get the bright white, or whatever color you use for the primer, on, and then the thing that is masked over with the paper will be the bright color of the acrylic, either green or blue, or there's a whole bunch of colors. So anyway, since when I do these unboxings, I like to kind of follow through. So Carl and I are going to take the token, and the nice thing is these are ready for priming right out of the box. I mean, when you get them, they're just like this. So they're already masked off with this adhesive paper. And then all you got to do is take them out and hit them with spray paint. Because of the lockdown, I don't have access to my normal gaming stores, and I'm out of white gaming primer. So I just went to Walmart and picked up some Rust-Oleum universal bonding primer, and I think it's white. We'll test it, but it seems like white. Yeah, very, very nice. So that's what we're going to be using, and it's supposed to bond to anything, so it seemed like a good shot for this. Ben suggests a couple of coats, and a couple of light coats obviously is always better. You know, one of the things that you pay for with painting primer, with hobby primer, other than the fact that it's an exclusive market and they can charge pretty much whatever they want, is that the fact is that it dries really fast and it goes on really thin. So this won't quite go on as thin or dry as fast as normal gaming primer. However, in this case, that may be an advantage. So I guess we'll find out. So I'm gonna shut off the camera for a second, and we'll be right back over at the spray booth, which is a cardboard box. And I'll turn the fan on in the room so we don't have to worry about inhaling. So there may be a bit of a roar in the background, but we'll see you over there and we'll see what this turns out to be. All right, here we are. We are at the spray booth. We are, the fan is on in the background. Carl, you want to test that can on the back wall? All right, shaking up. All right, give a nice light coat to everything. Back and forth. Okay, and we're gonna let that sit and cure for a bit, and then we're gonna come back and try it again and see if we can make everything nice and white. Here we are for the second round of spraying. In essence, what we're trying to do is make the parts that are colored be white. So we might have a ways to go, we'll see. You know, we tried not to layer on the primer too heavy, so we'll try that again, and if it takes us a few sprays, it takes us a few sprays. Go ahead, Carl.
Yeah, I can do one more coat.
Yeah, I think one more coat would do that nice. All right, we'll let that dry, and we'll see how it turns out. And we may need a little bit of a touch-up spray, but we're mostly good. So, all right. Thanks, Carl. All right, here we are in the spray booth after the spraying. And you'll have to pardon my shadow from the lights, but as you can see, we have thoroughly sprayed these so that no color shows in the areas that are open. And we've done both sides now, You can tell my high tech here. And then these are Alex, so these are, I got a set for each of my boys. So Carl has been working on his already, so I'm gonna take you over to the table where Carl is gonna talk to you about peeling the masking off of these, and you can see the final results. And he'll give you whatever other pearls of wisdom he has. All right, here are some of the already peeled versions. So these were spray painted. Oh, we probably went over them initially probably 4 or 5 times with really light coats, and then I got impatient and we just kind of went hog wild with the primer. However, it seems to have adhered perfectly well. We were considering maybe putting some gloss coat over the top, but we'll see if that's really necessary. They worked really well. There's a little bit on the edges that got on there that if that bothers you, that could easily be taken off. But as you can see, these really show. They look terrific. And then I'm going to hand the mic over to Carl so he can pin it on and then just talk. And then we've got one that Carl has already popped out of its whole case, and we're going to do a close-up of it so you can see it getting cleaned up.
So I will simultaneously give you a pearl of wisdom and do this at the same time. So one thing you'll notice is that there's actually 2 pieces of paper. There's that center one there in the center of the character, and then there's this outer layer. And what you could do is you could remove the outer layer and then you could remove that inner layer. But when you've got patterns like this, that can take a very long time. So what I discovered the best trick is, and then I'll have to pardon me, I'll try to get my camera angle as good as possible, is you want to get your, I like using a knife, but you could probably use an X-Acto knife. And you just want to kind of put it at an angle, and if you just press down and scrape evenly, and then this knife is a little sticky because I've been doing this for like 50 tokens, but if you do that, it should all come off, and then you get a nice result.
Oh, so it takes the internal one off as well as the external.
Yeah, and so you just need to make sure that you're keeping that angle and that pressure, and it should all just scrape off just fine.
So it's the magic Tonto knife. Look at that. Let me zoom in on that. Hold on. Look, beautiful. That's really cool. Nice. So that's all there is to it. You just make sure you don't peel them. You spray paint them. I showed you earlier that Rust-Oleum primer we're using. I'm sure it doesn't matter the kind of spray paint, but that seems to have worked really well. And these tokens they're beautiful. They're actually greener than the camera shows them. At least my view from the camera makes them look kind of a blue-greenish and kind of pale, but these tokens are actually a vivid green. I don't know, maybe it's the camera angle. No, it doesn't help that.
Lighting, probably.
Yeah, it's just the lighting. But they're actually like a beautiful forest green, emerald green kind of color. So, in spite of in spite of how they look on the video, they're really pretty. So there you go. That is it. These are master-crafted miniatures, sets of tokens. They're not all, he's got different names for each set, so some are tokens and some are chits and some are something else. But in any case, these are the Bushido set. They are beautiful. They're very durable. I think we probably will hit them with some gloss coat just to give them a little bit of extra security, because it is just paint. Yeah, they look really good. So, and I've been playing with the bamboo ones for a while, and I absolutely love them. So, all right, that's it. Oh, actually, Carl, why don't you grab the slave and put them by the tokens just so we have a size comparison. So there we go. So these are a lot smaller than the old tokens. They're much easier to fit around the models and around the game without getting in the way. So they have, I like them. So there you go. Anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was useful for you if you were considering looking for new tokens. And we'll keep trying to do things like this that are kind of value added, so that you guys get some interesting stuff to look around with, and you get to preview things before you actually pay for them. And hopefully it'll help you be more satisfied if you do decide to do some purchasing. Anyway, that's it. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Stay hunkered down, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay... That didn't work. Oh, well. I was going to say, stay joining us on Gitsapalooza. Oh, well. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for joining us on Gitsapalooza.